That is a problem with this country. We're all for honest government, and yet the world condemns us as one of the most corrupt countries in the world. That's why it is difficult to win in any international election, in any international campaign, because the Philippines, among others, has a reputation of being a corrupt.
Hindi pala baha ang magpapalubog sa ating bayan, kundi kasakiman.
Walang po ang ambulans sa gabinete na ito!
Naglalaruan lang nila tayo.
Paano ang ating mga negosyo? Negosyo! Bayan o sarili pumili ka! Paano ninyo nasisikmurang pag-usapan ng negosyo kung mangalipin tayo sa sarili nating bayan? Pendehadas! Nasisikmura ba ng gabinete ang ganitong kataksilan? Bulag!
Mga kapatid, mayroon tayong mas malaking kaway ang ating sarili. Kailangan natin ng isang radikal na pagbabago.
Tama, General Luna. Kailangan na tayong kumilos!
Kaya na ba ng Pilipino na marinig ang katotohanan ng hindi mapipikon?
Have you ever asked why your school chair is broken again?
And why the school roof leaks even though it was just recently repaired last year?
Or why projects are always under construction but never really finished?
Well, welcome to reality.
Welcome to corruption. Corruption is the misuse of power or authority for personal gain. It happens when a person in positions of trust, like government officials, leaders, or private individuals, they uses resources that are meant for public to redirect them for personal benefits. This includes stealing public funds, accepting bribes, manipulating systems, or giving unfair advantages. In simple terms, corruption it is when a public service becomes personal profit at the expense of people it is meant to serve. Corruption is limited to politics or big institutions. It exists in different levels of society, national, local, or even in everyday environment. It can appear in government projects, school systems, business transactions, or even in small situations where fairness is ignored. It may look like bribery, favoritism, fake documents, or misuse of resources. The dangerous part of corruption is that often hidden in normal systems, which makes it harder to notice but easier to tolerate over time. When corruption happens, it directly affects public services that people depend on every day. Funds that should be used for schools, build safer roads, or support healthcare are reduced or misused. This leads to poor infrastructure, limited resources, and unequal opportunities for growth. And the impact is not good. Corruption hurts the most vulnerable people in society. Students in underfunded schools, patients in under-equipped hospitals, and families struggling with rising costs. It creates a cycle where inequality grows wider, and opportunities become harder to reach for ordinary citizens.
Globally, corruption causes a massive economic and social damage. Report shows that billions of dollars lost every year due to corruption and mismanagement of public funds. This is not just the numbers. It represents lost schools, unfinished hospitals, unsafe roads, and communities that never received the help they were promised. Instead of building progress, corruption slows development and deepens poverty. It also destroys trust. People begin to lose faith in leaders, in system, and even justice itself. When trust is broken, society becomes weaker.
Corruption continues because it is often protected by silence, fear,
and weak accountability. Many people choose not to speak up because they feel powerless or afraid of consequences. Small dishonest actions are often ignored, but it allows bigger corruptions to grow unchecked. When systems lack transparency and accountability, corruption becomes harder to stop. And when society becomes silent, corruption becomes normal.
But corruption is not permanent and it is not unbeatable. Change begins with awareness and responsibility. We can fight corruption by choosing honesty in everyday decisions or even in a small situation. We must refuse to participate in unfair and dishonest practices, no matter how normal may seem. We can also speak up when we see injustice and support systems that promotes transparency and accountability. Most importantly, we can educate others because awareness spreads change. Real change does not only start within a powerful institutions, but it starts within ordinary people choosing what is right.
We are not powerless. Every honest decision we make is a step against corruption. Every voice that speaks up is a step towards justice. We don't need to wait for change. We can be the change.
Corruption steals what belongs to the people.
But silence gives it power.
We choose awareness.
We choose honesty.
We choose action. We choose accountability.
We choose courage over conflict. We choose truth over fear. We choose justice over silence. And we refuse to be part of the system that breaks us.
Corruption ends when honesty begins. And change
Starts with us.